Well, we had a pretty wild afternoon and evening last night. Had a pretty big winds come through, bit of rain, or a fair bit of rain. So I've got a few little jobs that I want to knock off this morning. Turn the compost, get those sorted. The temp bays are definitely lasting a bit longer than I thought they would. I definitely don't have time to knock together a few bays at the moment, which I'll try to do in the future. Try and get some pallets in and knock a few bays together. I want 3 ideally, maybe even 4, but 2's not enough, especially as we kind of get started with the growing. We've got a few little jobs to do today, so I thought I'd crack on with this one first, warm up a little bit and get going. Yeah, want to turn the compost? Yeah. What do you think?
Turning the compost.
Yeah.
Gosh, how long has that been?
Not long. Couple of months, but yeah, it definitely needs a bit of air and a bit of water. She's a bit dry. Cut grass.
Looks like straw.
From when I was brush cutting,
Yeah.
I was just collecting tufts of it and throwing it in.
It smells very nice.
Yeah, it doesn't stink.
Oh, we'll put this on the garden in a couple of months.
It's dry as. To bring the hose up and water it. And I put it back in.
You can see some carrots, you can see some apples. Green. Wow!
The fern.
Oh, that's a good place for it. We're planning on doing a bit of gardening today. John's turning over the compost, obviously, which is very exciting, long overdue. And I'm hoping to sow some seeds, long overdue. We didn't end up sowing the seeds before we left for Waratah because there was no point. And we've been pretty busy since we've come back, but we really just need to dedicate the time today to start sowing them and hopefully plot them in the garden bed. Woo! In, I don't know, I guess 6 weeks or so. 6 weeks, 2 months, depending on what we plant. And I'll need to go through the planner to see what we can sow. So very exciting.
He wants the water to come out the hose. You're going to go turn the hose on, are you? It's warming up. I'm glad that's done. I didn't think they'd be here this long. I thought I'd have the bays in and I'd just, when they were ready for turning, just chuck it straight into the new bays. Hasn't worked out that way. So one thing I still need to sort at the moment is we're still feeding our water supply from our top tank to the house. That's feeding from the shed. There's about 5,000 litres left in it. And what I want to do is swap it to this tank here. It's sitting on about 18,000 litres. So we'll swap that back over. Probably not going to get to it today, but it's something I'll want to do maybe tomorrow or the day after. But what I will do is this drain line. This is where I've got just a gravity fed line coming from the top tank to this bottom tank, used to transfer the water back after moving the tanks around. No power required. Beautiful fall from up the top. What I am going to do is wrap this up because I don't need it now for the moment. Probably won't need it till the summer. It's ready for next time we need it. Nice. On to something else. B. Can you point to your favourite? Which one's your favourite bug? The snail? Oh, we'll spawn there. That's your favourite. Wow. Stack.
Okay. Here is the list of things that we can sow in July. I think we've got most of them, maybe not radish or cabbage, but I'm sure we have a few.
One of the concerns for us going completely off grid here, it means we'd have to rely on probably 5 hours worth of sunlight on our solar array, unless we had a couple of different setups to catch a different sun, different types at different times of the day. As you can see, it's 2:30 in the afternoon on the 20th of July, and not a single patch of our cleared land has any sunlight on it. The fruit trees have sat on the car or on the trailer for over a week. I think it's time to finally get them off, close to where they're going to go. And we'll put some wire around them to hopefully protect them from the wallaby. Yeah. They're oregano, gooseberry, blueberry, strawberry, cherry.
Oh, yummy.
Cherry.
Oh, this is our one and only strawberry.
Yeah. And then fig.
And then the fig. Oh, can't wait for late summer, most likely.
Yeah, well, we might have to do like maybe like a mini greenhouse around it with some poly fabric or something. Because our growing season here is going to be quite short.
It is going to be short.
It's what, 2:30, not even 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're complete shade.
And it's very cold.
It's freezing at the moment, but in summer when it does warm up, the sun actually is high enough in the sky that it doesn't actually go behind the outcrop. During across the middle of summer, it's really hot here.
Yeah. And when we lived in a city, Hobart, I remember walking the streets and like the likes of a fig, they weren't cropping
fruit until what, March?
April.
Yeah, April, yeah.
So definitely later.
I'll wrap you in there, yeah? We'll put you in there with the fruit trees?
Oh, that is joking.
Or are you a pest we want to keep away from them? I think you're more like the pest. Yeah, to keep you out. The wires to keep you out. I just had this, it was lying around up in the top clearing. It was left here in a rubbish pile. So I thought, well, might as well make some use of it. Yeah, it's very sharp down here.
All right, tonight's dinner is like a satay curry. So here we go. Let's turn this into a meal. Mummy have the garlic? Thank you. And what we do here, we take the skin off. Like that. That's a bit more skin, pop it off. Firmly slice it. Yeah, we don't need any more, so you can play with that. You cooking too?
Definitely some evidence of someone maybe using this area as a bit of a home or as a thoroughfare. Look at that, you can see sunlight on the bottom. Perfect log for either a burrow or a den. It's in like a quoll or something like that. Well, I wasn't going to do the fig this afternoon, but I decided to do it. Got a bit of time and I quickly looked up what to do. If it, hopefully it works. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, I don't know. Get another one and try again in the future. But I think it's worth the risk. Well, I managed to get both the soil bags sorted on that fig. I thought I recorded the second one, but I clearly didn't. But it turned out better than the first one. Definitely improved. If you've got any tips for me in regards to propagating those figs, I think this is a Turkish fig, brown fig, please let me know. It's my first time doing it, kind of just winged it from what I read on the internet. If you got some better tips, please let me know. Another thing I wanted to do is find out whether, if anyone knows whether I should pot them on, those two propagations, once they start to take root, whether I should pot them on into pots or if I can just plant all 3 in the ground and see how they go. I'm unsure, but if you could let me know in the comments, if you do know, that'd be amazing. Cheers.